Okay, for this video, I'll be going through practical electricity, success criteria G and H. So success criteria G is state the meaning of the terms live, neutral, and earth. Okay, and success criteria H, describe the wiring in a mains plug. Now, there are usually 3 wires in a home circuit. So the first one is live wire, which is brown in color. And all this can be found in your 3-pin plug. Okay. So the first one is live wire. It is brown in color. You need to memorize the color of the wire. So it is connected to high voltage, and in Singapore it is 240 volts, and it delivers current to the appliances. Okay, so this is the wire to which circuit breakers, fuses, and switches are fitted. Okay, the second wire is the neutral wire. It is blue in color. So again, you need to memorize. Okay, it's usually at 0 voltage, right? It completes the circuit by providing a return path to the supply for the current. Okay, so example, if I have, let's say a heater, right? So this will be the live wire. It is at 240 volts. This is the neutral wire. It's at 0 volts. Okay, and current flows from high potential to low potential. Okay, the third wire is the earth wire. It is green and yellow. It is a low resistance wire. Okay, this was actually covered in the success criteria of the metal casing, whereby we earthed it. Okay, so it is usually connected to the metal casing of appliances. Right, you need to take note that the live wire and neutral wire have the same amount of current. So example, if I have 2 ampere and it flows through the component, 2 ampere should also return to the power grid via the neutral wire. Okay, so live is brown in color. Okay, because brown is quite similar to red, and red means danger. Okay, for neutral, it is blue in color because it's always the red versus blue. Okay, so you can memorize it like that. Whereas earth wire, it will be green and yellow. Okay, now all this can be found in a 3-pin plug. So what we use in Singapore is a 3-pin plug known as a safety plug. So we have a few safety features inside. Firstly is the fuse. Okay, it protects the appliances when there is an electrical fault. You need to know how it works. So basically you recall that it has a fuse rating, and if the current exceeds the fuse rating, okay, the fuse will melt and creates an open circuit, right? So this will then disconnect the appliances from the dangerous high voltage. That is why the fuse must be connected to the live wire. Okay, so the second safety features, so you disconnect the appliances from the high voltage, right? Later I'll explain a little bit more. The next thing is the earth wire. Okay, so it protects the user from the electric shocks in the event that an electrical fault causes the appliances to be live. So this was actually covered under the earthing metal case, right? So take note that the appliances usually they are working fine, right? So we are always guarding against electrical fault. Okay, so in a case whereby the metal case becomes live, the earth wire will come to protect. If the case, in the case whereby there's an electrical fault of current exceeds the fuse rating, then the fuse will melt. Okay, so this is what the inside of the 3-pin plug looks like. There is a cord grip here. So basically this black color cord, inside there are 3 wires. Okay, so the first one is your live wire. It is brown in color, and you notice that the fuse is actually connected directly to the live wire. Okay, the second wire is the blue wire, which is the neutral wire. Okay, so this is at a low voltage. Live wire is at high voltage of 240 volts. Okay, and then the top one is actually the earth wire. So if I were to draw how it looks like, it will look something like this. Okay, So we have the top pin. This is actually connected to the earth wire. Okay, and then over here, the pin here is actually the live wire pin, and over here we have the neutral wire pin. Okay, so I read out online that this earth wire pin, okay, you can see that it's actually longer. It's the longest pin, okay, longer than the live and the neutral pin. Why? This is so that when you plug into the top hole, right, of the socket, okay, you plug into the top hole, straight away this appliances will be in contact with the earth wire to the ground. So that means once you plug in, the first contact, since the earth wire is the earth wire pin is the longest, it will make sure that the appliances is already connected to earth, then followed by live and neutral going in, right? Because they are shorter pins. Okay, you can take a look at the 3-pin plugs of your PLD charger, and the top pin will always be longer than the bottom 2 pin, because when we plug into the top hole of the socket, it is connected to earth, which means when you plug in, it is directly connected to the earth first, which makes the connection very safe. Okay. Yep, so that's all for this 2 success criteria.